Now, college football game night on News Watch 12. Presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Woke up feeling like it was Christmas today because college football is back. Thanks for joining us for our first college football game night of the season. It's time to get to work. I'm Peyton Manning.
Let's do it. And I'm Madison Marie. We've been waiting a long time for this day, but it's finally here. College football is finally back, and it's here to stay. We've got a lot of teams to highlight tonight, but let's start off with the SOU Raiders.
The Raiders were in Idaho today taking on the Yotes. The Yotes always seem to give SOU some trouble. However, they haven't met this 2023 team yet. We're going to break the game down, starting with some first half highlights. Here we go, getting the Burke Brown era of SOU started. We start in the first. Matt Struck behind center for the Raiders. Season opener. SOU moving downfield with urgency. Struck with the handoff to Champ Robertson. Some good yardage, but the Raiders can't find the end zone. That'll bring out the kicking unit, and Brian Battress will put the Raiders on the board first. 3-0 SOU.
Still no luck with finding the end zone. Battress will line up the three again, and it's good. Raiders lead 6-0. But here come the Yotes. Andy Peters hits John Schofield, and College of Idaho takes the lead 7-6.
SOU back on offense. Struck gets the snap, scrambles, and the Yotes read the pass. Pick 6. College of Idaho leads 14-6 now. Struggling to find the end zone still. The Raiders will get Battress back on the field right before half. The 49-yard field goal attempt is good. Battress nailing every kick today. We head to half. Yotes lead 14-9.
Our offense, I think, had two really, really long drives of 15 or more plays, and we creep inside, the red zone, and we just weren't able, to operate the plan that we had set in place. And so, when you settle for 3, instead of getting the 7 that you hope for, that's big down the road in the game. Those momentum swings are huge. Not able to get in on either one of those drives was tough on us. As we got into the third quarter, we could have used those points. But the good thing I take away from it is that, we ran the ball really, really well. We kept their offense off the field, to the extent that College of Idaho only had 2 drives on offense in the first half. So, when you keep your defense off the field, you're doing something right.
Like Coach said, SOU started the game off strong, and I don't think the Yotes really expected it. The run game will be top-notch this season, and once Struck and Asciutto start connecting with their receivers, the Raiders will be in good shape. Overall, being able to exit the half with a 14-9 score against the Yotes in your first game under a whole new coaching staff is a decent start.
A decent start, to say the least. And the fact that the defense was barely on the field in the first half is also a great start. And it'll give the Raiders some confidence moving forward. But let's back up to the game and see how the Raiders did in the second half. Into the second half we go. Yotes on offense. Peters launches it into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown for COI. Yotes extend their lead 21-9. Still in the third, Yotes on offense again. Schofield gets the direct snap and bodies his way into the end zone. 28-9 College of Idaho.
Fourth quarter, Blake Asciutto in for the second half. He gets the snap and hits Jackson Clemmer on the crossing route. Clemmer wide open. He turns on the Jets and he takes it all the way. How about that? The Raiders score their first touchdown of the day, 28-16. Maybe a comeback brewing. A touchdown later, C of I leading 35-16, but they'll find their way into the end zone yet again, and that'll be game. The final score in Caldwell, 42-16 Yotes. Tough first game for the Raiders, but a non-conference matchup. SOU will find their way. We got a long season ahead.
We do. The Raiders were able to keep the Yotes off the board until the end of the first half, proving this Raider defense is doing their job under new defensive coordinator Tyler Stinn. And a few players to highlight on defense. Jordan Fathi picked off the Yotes quarterback Andy Peters, stopping the Yotes momentum, and linebacker Javon Mojito led the Raiders D with 7 tackles.
As for the Raiders on offense, the run game looked explosive in the first few drives of the game, getting downfield quickly. Senior running back Avery McCaig was responsible for some of those drives, rushing 12 times for 65 yards. We were able to see both Struck and Asciutto take some snaps, both quarterbacks combining for 172 total passing yards. Junior tight end Jackson Clemmer put the only touchdown on the board for the Raiders with a 64-yard pass from Asciutto in the fourth. Here's Coach Brown's final thoughts on the game.
I still think we're struggling believing that we're a good football team. And when we get punched in the mouth a little bit, we need to be able to respond. And and not just take that punch, but start fighting back. And I don't know if we did that today. And that's going to be a process. That's teaching those things to a football team doesn't happen overnight. So this will be an awesome opportunity for us as coaches to get back with our team and go, look, man, like we were up 6-0 at one point, and we had all the momentum, and they had a big play, and we never ever fought back from it like I thought we can, and I know we will in the future. So we just got to learn that there's ebbs and flows in a game, and that's a natural part of the process. And if you're going to be a good football team, you've got to manage those highs and lows as they come throughout the game. I'm really excited to be able to learn from this loss and move forward and lick our wounds and then get ready for the Bearcats here in a couple of weeks.
A tough loss for the Raiders, but there's growing pains that comes with the start of a season. Now the Raiders get a week off and get ready to prepare for their home opener.
The Raiders will host the Willamette Bearcats on September 16th at 4 p.m. at Raiders Stadium. The Bearcats are playing Laverne right now as we speak, so we will get you prepared during the next 2 weeks with what to expect for this matchup.
Raiders check. Coming up next, the highlights are just getting started. Next stop, Eugene. Find out about the Ducks' home opener against Portland State. Stick around. You're watching College Football Game Night.
College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
Whether it's residential, commercial, or industrial, chain link fencing is the all-purpose standard in providing security at an affordable price. And today's chain link offers you more variety, value, and durability. Get great ideas at qualityfenceco.com. Quality Fence in Roseburg, Central Point, and Grants Pass.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
I love that there's no surgery. I love that there is no scars.
At Admire Aesthetics, we offer Cool Sculpting, the FDA-cleared, non-invasive procedure that removes stubborn fat resistant to diet and exercise.
I have swimsuit cover-ups, and we are leaving for Cancun in less than 2 months, and all of those are in my suitcase because I'm going to walk around with my swimsuit cover-up and my thighs showing, and I'm going to rock it.
I'm Natalie Weber with ODF. The majority of wildfires in Oregon are human caused. And you may not realize it, but a lot of our everyday activities actually pose a fire risk. That's why ODF sets a fire danger level throughout summer. The regulations associated with it are actions that are proven to spark a fire. By following the current regulations in your area, you're helping to cut down on the risk of wildfire in our communities. Reach out to your local ODF office for the current fire danger level. And for more information on fire prevention, visit keeporegongreen.org.
Welcome to your daily weather forecast. I'm your technician, James. It's hot out there, but don't get burned out this summer. Check your heating and cooling system with a little help from Alpha Heating and Air. Need a service, new system, or maintenance? Keep your cooling. Give them a call.
Call Alpha Heating and Air, a Carrier factory authorized dealer. Turn to the experts.
Alpha Heating and Air, beyond compare. We like what we do, and you will too.
At M. Jacobs, the savings start with the price on the tag, but they don't stop there. With 72-month interest-free financing, you can bring home a queen leather sleeper or a Bassett sectional for just $41 a month.
Get exactly what you want and have 72 months to pay it off.
Find what you really want at Oregon's largest in-stock furniture store.
And as always, free statewide delivery. M. Jacobs, downtown Eugene, and the Gateway Group at Gateway Loop.
Welcome back to College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. We just recapped the season opener for the SOU Raiders, so now let's head up to Eugene.
The Oregon Ducks opened their season at home against the Portland State Vikings today. Let's waste no time and see how their year 2 of the Lanning era started off.
Seems to be starting off pretty well. Oregon and Portland State, the Autzen Zoo awakens. Dan Lanning entering season 2 at the helm. First quarter, no score. Hey, here's a familiar name, Patrick Herbert. Oregon loading up on screens early. Very quick offense. First drive, 7 plays, 66 yards. 234, Troy Franklin in the end zone. Oregon went for 2 and got it, 8-0.
And the Vikings went right down the field. 75 yards in 4 minutes. Dante Charchi to Chance Miller. The Ducks D struggled a little out of the gate, but no need to fear. Kenny Bucky Irving is here. 52 yards once he makes it through the crowd, and it's a house call. Ring, ring, he picks it up. He's out. Oregon's up 15-7. And now the Ducks will lay it on Bo Nix and Troy Franklin again. Vikings giving chase 3 in total. Franklin had 106 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns.
Jordan James wants in on the party too. Really big day for the sophomore from Tennessee. He adds on 6 for the Ducks. Oregon kicking off up 29-7 with 11:11 left in the second quarter. Christian Grubb, here it comes. Be ready. And he's going to fumble it. Overshoots the recovery too. Look who's on it. Kenny, how do you know that guy? Moments later, Oregon going for it on 4th and 1. Jordan James again. He's one of 4 Oregon players to have 2 touchdowns, but he had himself 3.
One of the others with 2 on the day, Bucky Irving. This wouldn't have mattered had it been Bucky or Bo. Oregon up 43-7. We're still in the first half. 1:21 left in the half. Here's that 3rd touchdown for James. The Ducks entered the half with a 50 on their head.
Not much of a game there in Eugene today. That was only the first half. That's insane.
It's actually really
Kind of
insane.
reminds us of the first game that Oregon had last year, except Oregon is on the other side of it.
A little bit of a flip-flop there. Yeah, if it was just the first half, the Vikings are in it for the second half. Let's get into those highlights. Starters still in and moving way too fast. Gary Bryant Jr. 51 seconds into the half, 57-7. Bo Nix done a lot for the day. I know a lot of Oregon fans had to be thrilled to see Ty Thompson come in and play as well. Oregon up 64-7.
And then 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the game. Jaden Limar, the freshman out of Lake Stevens, Washington, the 4th different Oregon running back to score a touchdown. Modern era program points record and 546 push-ups for the poor Duck. But who needs a chest day?
Not him.
Oregon and Portland State traded touchdowns in the first quarter, but the Ducks held an 8-7 lead thanks to a 2-point conversion. Then 73 unanswered points for Dan Lanning and the Ducks, who opened the 2023 season with an 81-7 victory.
An absolute blowout, Peyton, for the guys in green and yellow, and what a way to walk into their last year in the pack. Will Stein's first day, 729 yards of total offense. 4 different players had at least 2 touchdowns. Impressive, to say the least.
Offense was the story of today because the defense really didn't see any threats. And of course, a lot of offensive schemes are going to work against Portland State. But you still need downfield threats in big games like Texas Tech next week. Bo Nix today combined for 206 yards to Troy Franklin and Gary Bryant Jr. Franklin, for sure, his go-to target.
Yeah, we had 2 critical errors in that drive and then a really bad execution in the red area on that last touchdown. You know, but ultimately, I think what you saw is when you don't do your job, bad things can happen. We had a couple guys not do their job early in that series. It led to a long drive, and I think we all settled down after that and realized, hey, all I got to do is my part, my 1/11th, and the rest will take care of itself. Glad to see Otson bouncing today. Had great energy from the crowd. Got a lot of players, some experience that's going to be definitely needed throughout the season. Anytime you get a chance to play football against somebody else, it gives you an opportunity to improve. And again, we talked about we weren't really measuring our standard based on the scoreboard. We're measuring it based on our standard, right? And I think at times you saw a team that met that standard. I think that we're going to go back and look at the film and see some things that we could definitely do better. So any day that you get to play football is a good day for us.
The Oregon State Beavers take the field tomorrow in California against the San Jose Spartans. We'll get you prepared with that matchup coming up next. You're watching College Football Game Night.
College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
You take pride in doing things yourself. You use only the best materials and products, and always seek the best values and advice. Quality is a reflection of who you are. That's why all your fencing projects begin here. Surround your home and family with nothing but the best. Surround yourself with quality. Visit a Quality Fence showroom today or online at qualityfenceco.com.
For helpful garden tips, watch In the Garden, middays on Newswatch 12. In the Garden, seasonal gardening advice from local experts, focusing on planting techniques, food from home, and even tools to help you improve your garden experience. Anything that will make your plants healthier and tastier in the garden. Watch every Tuesday and Thursday morning at 11. Newswatch 12's In the Garden, presented by the Grange Co-op.
Is your old mattress keeping you up at night? Hi, it's Ava at Medford Mattress. We're here for you to help you get a healthy night's sleep on every budget. Comfy queen mattresses start at just $349, kings from just $599. Come in today and find the mattress that's just right for you and your budget. You'll be glad you did. Only at Medford Mattress, where quality is not costly.
This is Grace, and this is her world record-holding guinea pig with an iconic name, Abby.
She currently holds the Guinness World Record for the highest bar jump by a guinea pig. I ride horses and I jump, so I kind of thought it'd be interesting to teach my guinea pig to jump like my horse does.
One day she came out of her room and looked at us, and I said, "Did you get it?" And she said, "Yeah, we got it."
After we won our award, we came to Abby's to celebrate.
The Labor Day sale is going on now through Labor Day at Tandem Home Furniture. We've marked down the entire store 30% off. Sofas just $8.99, regular $12.99, and power headrest reclining sofas just $7.50. Premium American mattresses with savings up to $400. Get a king for the price of a queen and a queen for the price of a full. Adjustable power-based sail queens for just $9.99. At Tandem Home, get exceptional savings on truly great furniture. Sale now through Labor Day.
Welcome back to College Football Game Night. Presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Fall camp is over and the real test for the 2023 Oregon State team begins tomorrow. The Beavs are down in California to take on the San Jose State for the first time of the regular season.
Oregon State is coming off one of their greatest seasons in program history. It was capped off by a dominating win over Florida in the Las Vegas Bowl, and just a couple weeks before that, the greatest comeback in the history of the Oregon State rivalry.
The Beavers dominated on the defensive end, only allowing 324 yards of total offense per game, and led the pack in rushing defense. Head coach Jonathan Smith enters his 6th season at the helm and now looks to create a more balanced attack for the Beavers.
I think we saw what we wanted in regards to an emphasis of being good at both throwing it or running it. Now it's putting it together against someone else and in a game situation. There's no question we get into a game and one thing's working way better than the other. We're going to try to do that. But over the season, we want to have some balance on it, and I think we're heading in that direction.
And a balanced attack starts with Clemson transfer DJ Uiagalelei in the QB1 role. All eyes will be on him as he takes his first snap in the orange and black. However, it's not so much the offense that Oregon State is focusing on for tomorrow's game.
The Beavers are honing in on their defense because last weekend, the Spartans offense not only opened some eyes across the nation, but also caught the eyes of head coach Jonathan Smith and the defensive coordinator Trent Bray.
Quarterback's really good, dynamic with his arm and his legs. Got good receivers on the outside. Tailback strong, runs hard. So it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be one of the better offenses we're going to play all year. We really do. Their biggest improvement is going to be from game 1 to game 2. And we're on game 1, so we really got to go out there and execute at a real high level because they will.
Against USC, Spartan quarterback Siobhan Cordero feasted on the Trojans' defense both in the air and on the ground. Keaton Oladapo and Isaac Hodgins say they will have to minimize Cordero's ability to make big plays while minimizing any mistakes the team might make due to week 1 rust.
I think it's really being locked in on details and on your job. We're going to go out there and make some tackles, but we can't have busting coverages and really just stay in our gaps, make sure he's not running around all over the field, and make sure he stays in the pocket and throw the ball.
They're a pretty good offense, a lot of explosive players, and we just are studying film to see what tells we could get on, formations for plays and stuff like that. And I think we could handle it up front and hopefully force a lot of passes and get out their quarterback in that situation.
Tomorrow's game will really set the tone for the Beavers for the rest of the season. Kickoff in California is set for 12:30 p.m. And of course, we'll have those highlights for you coming up tomorrow.
As always, and excited for that game. Can't wait. And now it's time to get into some more highlights. The Utah Utes kicked off their season on Thursday against the Florida Gators. Let's start the highlights and head out to Ute territory.
So excited. College football is back. A sea of red at Rice Stadium for the 14th ranked Utes as they host the Florida Gators with Bryson Barnes under center in place of star quarterback Cam Rising. First quarter opening play for Utah. Barnes drops back, finds Money Parks deep across the middle, and he takes it the rest of the way for a 70-yard touchdown. What a way to start the game.
Second quarter, Nate Johnson with the keeper runs down the seam on the left side, evading a tackle on his way to the end zone. Utes extend their lead 14-3. We head to the third, Florida on offense, but not for long. Graham Mertz throws to the left, and the ball is tipped and caught by Sione Vaki for an interception. Too good. Next play up, Barnes, plenty of time in the pocket. He rolls to the right, keeps it for himself, and he's in for the 5-yard touchdown. 24-3, Utah leads.
Heading into the fourth quarter now, Florida has yet to score a touchdown. Mertz passes to Caleb Douglas, and he goes up and grabs it over the defender for the Gators' first touchdown of the game, and the 2-point conversion for Florida is good, but it won't be enough as the Utah Utes end it with a final score of 24-11.
And coming up next, we're moving into the bulk of our show with highlights from almost every school you can think of. Don't go anywhere. You're watching College Football Game Night.
College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Quality Fence is doing it right for you. Just ask your neighbor.
They reflect a style as unique as you are. They make first impressions. They provide space, add lasting beauty and security. Quality is a reflection of who you are. That's why all your fencing projects begin here.
Quality Fence is doing it right for you.
I'm Natalie Weber with ODF. The majority of wildfires in Oregon are human caused. And you may not realize it, but a lot of our everyday activities actually pose a fire risk. That's why ODF sets a fire danger level throughout summer. The regulations associated with it are actions that are proven to spark a fire. By following the current regulations in your area, you're helping to cut down on the risk of wildfire in our communities. Reach out to your local ODF office for the current fire danger level. And for more information on fire prevention, visit keeporegongreen.org.
Are you tired of paying for dentures that don't work?
Do you have any missing teeth?
Are you frustrated with your dentures?
Come to My Denture Clinic, where we use the latest technology and specialize in implant dentures, full dentures, and partial dentures.
Believe me, not all dentures are made the same. Let us give you your smile back and enjoy the food you love.
My Denture Clinic, your solution at an affordable price.
Call us today at 541-899-9999.
Daisy's Hubbard's is more than Medford's building supply superstore. We're also your garden center of choice. Soil from Fox Farm, Black Gold, and more by the bag or the truckload in stock or delivered to your project. Need nutrients, netting, or new power equipment? A huge selection of everything you need to make your garden grow is in stock, along with expert advice from our staff. For your next project, come see us at Daisy's Hubbard's, because how we grow matters.
Football season is here, so Newswatch 12 and TC Chevy are teaming up to bring you the Tailgate Party Giveaway. One lucky winner will receive a Tailgate Party prize package worth over $1,000, including a Yeti cooler, cornhole set, portable grill, pop-up tent, and more. To enter, go to kdrv.com/contest now until September 28th for your chance to win. Winner now September 29th. Score the perfect football party setup with the Newswatch 12 Tailgate Party Giveaway, sponsored by TC Chevy.
Welcome back to College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Welcome back. It's a new era for the Colorado Buffalo, a team that went 1-11 last season.
Maddie was a big fan of the Buffaloes last season, and she's an even bigger fan this season because Colorado welcomed in new head coach Deion Sanders this offseason, and Coach Prime is ready to turn the program into a complete 360.
Who'd you hear that from?
You.
The world of college football had their doubts about Prime before today, and I think those questions are filled after today's showing. Prime making his first appearance of the season on the road, coming off of a foot surgery as well. Starting in the third, Colorado up by 3. Shador finds his guy Dylan Edwards, and Edwards finds some room dodging defenders up the sideline, and he takes this one 75 yards to the house. Colorado goes up 24-24.
Still in the third, TCU's ball now. Chandler Morris completes it to Dylan Wright before he takes a hit. Wright's got one guy to beat, and he's in for the touchdown. Buffaloes in TCU territory. Sanders out of the pocket finds Jimmy Horn Jr. way in the end zone. A 26-yard throw and a touchdown for the Buffaloes.
Last chance for TCU. Can they pull it off? Morris to Jared Wiley. It's short of the first, and the Buffaloes secured their first win over the 12th-ranked Horned Frogs. Final 45-42, Colorado.
What a win. Out to Husky Stadium we go. Starting in the first, Boise State on offense. Ashton Jonty gets the handoff. Stiff arm straight to the face and a freeway to the end zone. PAT was missed. Boise State goes up 6-0. Second quarter, Michael Penix Jr. bobbles the snap, regains control, and hits Jalen McMillan for the touchdown. 7-6, Washington.
Minutes later, Penix Jr. takes a shot down to McMillan for a 38-yard touchdown. What a ball. 14-9, Washington. We're still in the first half. Taylon Green throws into traffic and has his pass picked off by Karen.
Before heading to halftime, play action. Penix Jr. to a wide open Jack Westover for a 20-yard touchdown. Huskies extend their lead to 28-9, and in Husky fashion, Washington keeps the win at home with a final of 56-19.
Cal starting off their year at North Texas with the mean green. Handoff to Jaden Ott. He hits the gap not once, but twice in its open field. He'll march down the sideline until he's finally pushed out.
Moments later, ball is airborne. Way out into the end zone, Craig Woodson with the snag. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
What a ball. Cal knocking now. Ben Finley hands it off to Isaiah Fancy. He forces himself in the end zone. Third quarter, so looks the same play, but it's not. Finley connects with Taj Davis. The snag and the touchdown. Bears up big.
So they'll just take another one, hitting the ground. Ashton Stredrick pushing past the mean green in the house, and another touchdown for Cal.
The Golden Bears will take this one back home with the dub. Final 58-21 Cal. Number 6, USC and Heisman Caleb Williams hosting Nevada. Lincoln Riley's second season as Trojans head coach. We're going to start in the first. Williams looking, finds Zachariah Branch way down the field in the corner of the end zone. Vegas kid, go ahead and do your thing.
Wolfpack's ball now. Brendan Lewis connects with Spencer Curtis on the perimeter. He'll take this one all the way down the field for a 72-yard reception, and he's down at the 5. Little later, former Duck Sean Dollars punches it in for Nevada. Wolfpack tie it up.
Heading into the second now, Williams fakes the handoff, sees his opportunity, and takes it and runs with it. Literally, he goes down in Nevada territory. USC knocks out Nevada with a 66-14 win at home.
That's Heisman material right there. Washington State starting their season over at Colorado State. Rams ball first. Clay Millen with the dart and right into the hands of Jaden Hicks. He takes it to the Cougs' house. Touchdown, Wazoo.
Rams ball again. Millen scrambling, backtracking into his own territory, and the Cougs are all over that. He's sacked and down. Wazoo still up by big. The freshman quarterback is in now for the Rams and right into a pack of Cougars. They're all over that one.
Cougars on offense now. Cam Ward connects with Nakia Watson into the end zone. Touchdown, Wazoo. Final 50-24. Washington State takes the dub.
And we still have a ton of games to cover. Stick around. You're watching College Football Game Night.
College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Is your old mattress keeping you awake? At Medford Mattress, we're here for you. Come in today and find the mattress that's just right for you and your budget. Only at Medford Mattress, where quality is not costly.
Well, we just wanted to define our property. We got 1.25 acres and just wanted to make it stand out. Also, I think it increases the value of our property a lot. Turned out great, very professional. It was outstanding quality and outstanding service.
I feel like we live in a park, and it would be the equivalent of having a Monet unframed. Once you put the fence up, you framed the picture. Couldn't be more beautiful. I wouldn't change a thing.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
Set summer in motion with the most electrifying Honda vehicles yet. Like the CR-V and the Accord, both with available hybrid powertrains, designed to deliver more thrilling performance and more innovative tech. Make every adventure more electrifying with Honda, the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
I love that there's no surgery. I love that there is no scars.
At Admire Aesthetics, we offer Cool Sculpting, the FDA-cleared, non-invasive procedure that removes stubborn fat resistant to diet and exercise.
I have swimsuit cover-ups, and we are leaving for Cancun in less than 2 months, and all of those are in my suitcase because I'm going to walk around with my swimsuit cover-up and my thighs showing. And I'm going to rock it.
Leave your mark! Serving the greater Rogue Valley for more than 20 years. Your hub for pavers, retaining walls, gravel and sands, synthetic lawn, flagstone, landscaping rock, water features, and other hardscape supplies.
We can show you how to do it or refer you to a licensed installer.
Open 7 days a week, located at 4631 South Pacific Highway in Phoenix. Find us on Facebook and Google. Are you ready to leave your mark?
Is your old mattress keeping you awake? At Medford Mattress, we're here for you. Come in today and find the mattress that's just right for you and your budget. Only at Medford Mattress, where quality is not costly.
Welcome back to College Football Game Night. Presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Let's dive into some other games across the country, starting with the 12th ranked Tennessee Vols welcoming in Virginia.
Today marked the first football game the Cavs have played in since the deadly shooting of 3 Virginia players last November. So it was a very emotional one out at Nissan Stadium today. Virginia in Knoxville to take on Tennessee on the opening Saturday of college football. We start in the first. Joe Milton swings it out to Dylan Sampson, who takes it in for the 9-yard touchdown. 7-0 Vols strike first. Second quarter now, Sampson gets the handoff and bodies his way in for the touchdown. Just like that, Tennessee on top, 14-0.
Back after half, Virginia finally on offense. Paris Jones with a nice run off the left side and in for the 17-yard touchdown, their first of the game, 35-10. Last quarter, Milton fires to the end zone, hitting Jacob Warren, 42-10 Tennessee, and the Vols will take their first win of the season, 49-13. 20th ranked Oklahoma Sooners open up the season facing Arkansas State at home. Start of the first quarter, Sooners QB Dylan Gabriel completes a pass to wideout Drake Stoops for a 10-yard touchdown. Boomer Sooner. Just minutes later in the first, Gavin Freeman makes the catch at the 20, hits the gap up the middle, cuts to the side. No one has touched him yet. No one can stop him. Could it be? Yes, it could. Freeman takes it 82 yards to the house on the punt return, 14-0 Oklahoma.
Are you allowed to say Boomer Sooner as an Alabama fan? Just like that, to keep your attention, because this was over when it started. We headed into the second quarter. Sooners leading 28-0. Jaden Gibson makes a spectacular leaping grab for a 33-yard gain. That grab sets up a goal to go. Tyweek Walker punches it in as soon as the Sooners extend their score 35-0. It was a game 1 blowout. The final out in Oklahoma, 73-0.
Michigan football entering the season ranked second, facing East Carolina at the Big House, but without Jim Harbaugh. First quarter, J.J. McCarthy hesitates, flushes the pocket, steps up and hits Roman Wilson in the end zone for the touchdown. Michigan takes the 7-0 lead. Second, Blake Corum back after ending 22 with an injury. He rips off a 37-yard run to set up a goal to go for Michigan. How about that for his first game back? Corum again, 2-yard dive into the end zone for a Wolverine touchdown, 14-0 Michigan.
Still in the second now, McCarthy looking to pass once again, finds Wilson in the back of the end zone for his second touchdown of the day. But Michigan misses the extra point, still holding 20-0 after half. Another touchdown grab for Wilson on a 15-yard pass from McCarthy. That McCarthy-Wilson connection is dangerous. Final in the Big House, 30-3, Michigan.
Go Blue. Texas hosting Rice. Longhorns. Quinn Ewers back for another year. Starting in the first, 2nd and 10 at the 37, Ewers finds Jonathan Brooks. He finds the seam up the sideline, and he's gone. So long. 37-yard touchdown gives Texas the lead.
Third quarter now, no one open. Gap in the line. Quinn takes off up the middle for 15 yards, and it's a first down. A little later, Longhorns knocking on the door. 2nd and 7, play action fake to Mitchell over the middle, and it's a 9-yard Texas touchdown.
Ewers fakes the handoff and with the short pass over the middle finds Jatavian Sanders. He breaks the single defender, trucks down the field, 44-yard touchdown.
Texas keeps the dub at home, winning 37-10. They'll spend the next week preparing for Alabama.
A lot of preparing to do.
Indiana hosting number 3 Ohio State for week 1 play starting in the first quarter. Buckeyes first and goal, handoff to McWean Williams. He goes off the left tackle and into the end zone. 7-yard touchdown, good for Ohio State.
Second quarter, Indiana set up for 3. Chris Freeman hits it upright and the ball goes in favor of the Buckeyes. And now Ohio State will get a chance at it again. Jaden Fielding right down the middle. 40-yard field goal is good.
One more for the Buckeyes. Williams again fighting his way into the end zone. Ohio State wins 23-3.
Tennessee State in South Bend to take on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. First quarter, Jeremiah Love gets the handoff. He finds the hole on the right side, cuts back inside, and is in for the smooth 36-yard touchdown run. 7-0 Notre Dame. We head to the second. Sam Hartman fakes the handoff, keeps it for himself, a somersault into the end zone. 14-3 Fighting Irish.
Hartman taking his time, fires it to Tyree for the 24-yard touchdown, adds 7 more for Notre Dame. We head into the second half. Hartman out, Steve Angeli in. He escapes the sack and finds Prince, who cuts it back to take it all the way for a 40-yard touchdown. 42-3 Notre Dame.
Last quarter, Tennessee State has no answer for Notre Dame. Corner blitz coming for Angeli. He gets rid of it, finding Jabron Payne. Payne does the rest. How about a 42-yard touchdown for the Dagger? The final out in South Bend, 56-3 Notre Dame. Carson Beck gets the first start of his UGA career as the #1 Bulldogs host the Skyhawks of UT Martin. First quarter, play action fake, and Carson Beck finds Brock Bowers on the screen. He takes it upfield for a gain of 23 yards to put it at the UTM 38, picking up an extra 15 yards on the personal foul. Bowers takes the handoff to the right and punches it in from 3 yards out. 7-0 Bulldogs. Second quarter, Beck drops back looking to pass, then he takes off evading a tackler up the middle for a 4-yard touchdown. 14-0 UGA.
Third quarter now, Beck rolls right and finds Muse across the middle for a gain of 25. Following that play, Roderick Robinson II punches it in from 2 yards out. Right here. And UGA dominating 31-0. Last quarter, Kobe Sparks passes it up to the right and it bounces off the receiver's pads and into the hands of Kyron Jones, who takes it back 26 yards for a defensive touchdown. Final out in Georgia, 48-7 Bulldogs. The game we've all been waiting for. Number 5 Alabama hosting Middle Tennessee. Jalen Milroe getting the starting job for the Tide. MTSU with the ball and swoop. Tide will take that. Kobe Prentice with the pick and down in center field. Bama's up 14-0.
Little later, Milroe will keep this one for himself, sliding by those defenders. Touchdown, Alabama. 2 minutes left in the first half. Milroe taking his time, looking deep, slinging it downfield, finding Isaiah Bond. Another one for Bama.
Roll Tide. Let Millie rock. Third quarter now. Jalen steps back, looking again for a guy, finds Jermaine Burton in the backfield. He's got one guy on him, but no worries. Touchdown, Tide. A big Bama win to open the season, 56-7. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide to that. Each college football game night, Maddie and I are going to pick out our favorite plays from the day. And today, my favorite play goes out to the SOU Raiders in Caldwell. Like we talked about in the beginning of the show, it is a tough way to start the season, but there were spurts of great things that the Raiders did throughout the game. So tonight, my favorite play is the only touchdown scored, courtesy of Jackson Clemmer. Fourth quarter, Raiders need something to keep them in the game on the crossing route. The 6'6" tight end was wide open in the middle of the field with a great pass from Ashuto. Clemmer with the catch and he's gone. The big man can run all the way to the end zone. Clemmer gives the Raiders some life back. The junior should have another breakout year, especially under new offensive coordinator Greg Stewart and tight ends coach David Douglas.
The world of college football doubted Coach Prime and Colorado this offseason, and I'll admit, I did as well. Taking over a one-win program isn't an easy task at hand, but Dion knows what it's like to win. In his 3 years at Jackson State, Prime's team won a program record of 11 games in 2021 and became the first team since 1981 to go undefeated through the conference championship game in the Southwestern Athletic Conference. So when he made the move to Colorado, he had to bring some guys with him. One of them being his star, Travis Hunter. If you don't know his name by now, get to know him. Chandler Morris back to pass, dumps it down the flat. Hunter lays out and gets the pick. Hunter also starts as a receiver for the Buffaloes. He had 119 receiving yards in Colorado's win today.
Coming up on Game Night, a global legend has passed away, but what he stood for will not be forgotten. Find out what values Margaritaville will carry on in just a few minutes.
College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you. Just ask your neighbor.
They reflect a style as unique as you are. They make first impressions. They provide space, add lasting beauty and security. Quality is a reflection of who you are. That's why all your fencing projects begin here.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
The savings start with the price on the tag at M. Jacobs, like a power leather swivel recliner for just $14.99. But the savings don't stop there. M. Jacobs offers interest-free financing.
Get exactly what you want, and you have 72 months to pay it off.
Get up to 60% off at Oregon's largest in-stock furniture store.
And as always, free statewide delivery. M. Jacobs, downtown Eugene, and the Gateway Group at Gateway Loop.
Your indoor air quality is our top priority. That's why Alpha Heating and Air and Rogue Valley Heating and Air have united to help with all your heating and cooling needs. We pride ourselves in providing Southern Oregon with the best heating and air conditioning installation and service to keep your family comfortable all year round. Carrier authorized dealers. Turn to the experts.
We like what we do, and you will too.
I'm sure you already know that replacing your floors is a big investment.
Definitely a worthwhile one.
New floors improve the aesthetics of your home, increase the value of your home, and just plain make you happy.
You really do need experts to guide you in selecting what floors will work for your lifestyle and budget.
Not the person from the plumbing department.
We know you want the best value, excellent products, and skilled installation.
We have all that.
Make Completely Floored your first stop.
You'll be glad you did.
Japanese maple trees, coveted for their vibrant color and beauty. Farmington Gardens Nursery in Beaverton is pleased to announce the grand opening of In Harmony, an exquisite collection of Japanese maples available for purchase. Over 100 varieties of familiar and rare specimens in varying shapes and sizes. Join us for the grand opening celebration of In Harmony on Saturday, September 2nd from 10 to 5. To learn more, visit farmingtongardens.com.
We're going to take a short pause from college football to talk about some changes in wildfire evacuations, but they're not bad evacuations. Evacuations for Josephine County have been downgraded today. There are now no level 3 go now evacuations. Zones on the California border have now been put on level 2 warnings, but people who have been evacuated can return to their homes, but should stay alert for any changes in fire forecasting. Now, that rain from yesterday is helping firefighters on the front lines of the fire complexes in Northern California. The Smith River complex got almost a ½ inch of rain overnight, helping to ease the fire and allowing crews to boost containment. By wetting fine fuel particles, the rain stopped what would otherwise be easy to catch fire and spread quickly. There are flash flood warnings that cause frontline firefighters to have to fall back for their safety. But just because they fell back does not mean that they stopped working on the fire.
They are monitoring this fire all the time, regardless of whether that storm is throwing buckets of water on it. The firefighters, the crews, they don't simply walk away until the storm is over. They actually, in fact, monitor conditions.
Lightning struck the areas of the complex 75 times yesterday, and today crews will be going through and examining just what effects those strikes had, if any. The rest of their day will be spent checking for storm debris and using the moisture to get a jump on containment. And today, staff, patients, and a medical building are safe after Medford Fire Department responded to a pulled fire alarm. Truck 13 and its crew responded to ENT, Oregon Ears, Nose, and Throat Center when the building started to smell like smoke. After further investigating, MFD found an HVAC unit on the roof had overheated, and the motor was pushing all of the smoke into the building. MFD stayed on the scene to help clear the smoke, and the building is now operating as usual. And last night, news broke that singer and songwriter Jimmy Buffett passed away at the age of 76. And while he was special to many, he was special to Medford for being the founder and influence behind the Coquilles Tribe Compass by Margaritaville Hotel. This morning, the Coquille Indian Tribe offered their condolences to Jimmy Buffett's family, friends, and remembered his spirits and his commitment to share a joyous approach to life with everyone. Tribal Chair Brenda Mead said, although it might seem strange to pair a Pacific Northwest tribe and a company associated with warm southern beaches, but their values of welcoming guests and sharing good fortune brought the two together. In Jimmy's passing, they'll continue his desire to bring everyone along for the ride and continue to bring joy to Medford through Margaritaville. Now, I'll have a better look into all these stories and more coming up after game night on Newswatch 12 at 11.
Thanks, Brinkley. Coming up, we're bringing you a little surprise that we've been working on all summer. Stick around to find out what it is. You're watching College Football Game Night.
College Football Game Night, presented by Quality Fence of Southern Oregon.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you. Just ask your neighbor. Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
As school gets underway, your student may be dealing with some anxiety. Be on the lookout for emotional, social, and physical changes. A child dealing with anxiety may be on edge and more irritated or worried than normal. In younger children, you might see nightmares or tantrums. With social anxiety, watch for your child isolating themselves. Anxiety can manifest physically with headaches, dizziness, and gastric symptoms such as stomach aches or nausea.
The Labor Day sale is going on now through Labor Day at Tandem Home Furniture. We've marked down the entire store 30% off. Sofas just $8.99, regular $12.99, and power headrest reclining sofas just $7.50. Premium American mattresses with savings up to $400. Get a king for the price of a queen and a queen for the price of a full. Adjustable power-based sail queens for just $9.99. At Tandem Home, get exceptional savings on truly great furniture. Sale now through Labor Day.
We are your neighborhood grill. So when you think about going out, having a good time, comfortable with family and stuff, we want you to think of Applebee's. I want the customer's experience when they first come into Applebee's to be one that they will never forget, one that's going to stick with them for a lifetime. You should expect the utmost quality and presentation of your food, and also the friendly service that our servers deliver every day. So come on down to Applebee's where you're going to be eating good in the neighborhood.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, deep breaths and watch your speed. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Hurry in and save up to $200 on a set of 4 tires, plus get an extra $50 off with financing. Les Schwab Tires.
Welcome back to Game Night. The world of college football has flipped upside down this offseason, and the conference realignment era is in full swing.
Just when we thought it was over, 2 more schools announced their departure from the Pac-12, and that news came in the very early hours of Friday morning.
What a way to wake up. Stanford and Cal are now officially leaving the Pac-12. The 2 California schools will be headed to the ACC come the 2024 season.
Joining them is SMU. The ACC will now sit at 18 members, including Notre Dame, except the Fighting Irish football and ice hockey teams. The move puts student athletes from Stanford and Cal on the plane ride 3,000 miles to schools in states such as North Carolina.
As of Friday's news, 10 of the Pac's 12 schools found home elsewhere for next season. Those final 2 schools, Oregon State and Washington State. The Beavers and the Cougars are now all that make up the Pac-2.
Oregon State's President Jatai Murphy said Friday that the move for Stanford and Cal is something that will be regrettable, but not really unexpected.
The news is regrettable. It's not really unexpected. We are prepared for it and have been thinking about it these last few weeks. It was never the first option. making the conference work was always where my heart and my mind lay. And I'm sorry that a top 20 football team ends up where we are because of the focus on media rights and media valuations.
Although we had hoped for a better outcome here, this outcome certainly was anticipated.
Not at all what any of us expected. But now it's time for our surprise. Maddie and I had an idea this summer to give you an inside look into the lives of your favorite coaches and players around the Rogue Valley.
Whether it be college or high school, we're sitting down and getting to know those players and coaches and who they are outside of their respected sports, because everyone has a story and we wanted to show that.
So without further ado, here is our show, The Huddle.
Welcome to our first ever episode of The Huddle with Newswatch 12 Sports. We're so excited to be here.
And for our very first episode, we have head coach of the Cascade Christian Challengers, the reigning state champs, head coach John Getman. Coach, thanks for joining us for our first episode. Very excited to have you on.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
Good. Yeah, absolutely. Smoke's gone away, so that's a good thing.
Okay, so let's just talk about some football. Let's start off with this season. We've already kind of chatted during preseason about it, but let's talk a little bit about what you're looking forward to in your team this season.
You know, we got our first game in, so now it's really, you get film on it, and now you get a look to make improvements. Look and see the areas that you thought you were strong in that you're not, and areas, just finding the places for your guys, where you can use them and how you can best utilize them.
So let's kind of talk about all the times you've been in the state championship. 2012, loss. 2013, win. 2022, win. And your first season as head coach with an undefeated season and a state title. Let's kind of walk through all those emotions going through every game. You've been here before, you've done this before, but each time kind of turns out a little bit different. Walk us through that.
Now that kind of just laid the foundation of what we try to do each and every year with the kids, of just, it takes hard work, be humble, accept your responsibilities, what you have, the tasks, not just on the football field, but in the classroom, at home. And then, laziness. Laziness is easy to you win a couple, you win a little bit, you taste success, it's easy to settle right back down. So you always talk to the kids, the biggest battle you're fighting is with yourself. So just laziness that sets in, and, I've achieved it.
Yeah, and we've heard you say it time and time again to your guys, be humble and serve. Serve your team, serve your teammates, the community. Is that something that you've always wanted to enforce with your teams, or is that kind of just come up?
The kids really get to see when they start serving each other, like they're all taken care of, and it lifts the whole team up. And when the whole team is lifted up, they all get recognized. More people will be recognized, but they're all taken care of. And so that's really what you try to instill in them, is this idea of serving others.
Yeah, you've been at Cascade Christian since 2008, and then head coach in 2010. What brought you to the school?
2003, I graduated from the school, and it was actually Coach Morris, the basketball coach. He said, "Hey, you should coach." I coached his son's team in AAU basketball, and then I asked the baseball coach if I could help out coaching baseball, and then then I asked Coach Maurer if I could start helping out coaching football, and he's like, "Sure." And I just had. I just loved it. I loved the game. I love sports. Kind of grew up with just enjoying sports, and I kind of found my, where I fit. And then, I got a teaching degree and started there, and, I kind of just been there ever since.
I know you have a pretty big family as well, 56 family members?
15 brothers and sisters. And so then nieces and nephews, I believe it's 60, it's right around there, 60 nieces and nephews. And so we have some good family gatherings.
Where do you fall in line, oldest to youngest?
I'm the 9th of 16, wow. So I'm I say I'm right in the middle with them.
Okay, let's do some rapid fire questions, okay? Favorite food?
Favorite food, it'd be a hamburger, a good hamburger.
Okay, hamburger kind of sounds good right now, I'll be honest. Favorite dessert?
Favorite peach cobbler.
Oh,
cobbler. Peach cobbler.
Okay.
It's your perfect slice of heaven.
Yeah, that's right. Are you a baker? Do you bake any yourself?
That's what I like to do. I like to make, I like to make the sweets. So I like making cinnamon rolls. I like making peach cobblers. I like making, cookies.
Favorite holiday?
Favorite holiday is Thanksgiving, because that's when, like I told you, my family gets together, and I just love, we get together at our church, we share what we're thankful for, you know, my mom started doing that, and so it takes a little time to go around the room, but we share what we're thankful for, and then we go and sing.
Coach Getman, thank you so much for joining us for our first episode of The Huddle. We will have these episodes every Saturday during game night.
It's going to be a great one, so we'll see you next time.
Oh, that was so fun to do.
That was so much fun. We're so excited to show
excited.
that. We've been waiting for that one for a long time.
And next week we got a special one coming up, so you want to join us again. That wraps it up for week 1 of college football. For the latest news, weather, and sports, head to our website, kdrv.com.
Our next newscast is tonight at 11 p.m. We'll see you then.